The Indiana State Fair is 166 years young. The swine barn has been making memories for 100 years. The Indiana Farm Bureau Fall Creek Pavilion has been 7 years in the making. And today is our day.
I'm Hallie Scheller and I'm 12 years old.
I'm Luke Scheller and I'm only 7. I'm Davey Scheller and I'm 10. We show sheep and pigs.
The previous pavilion was pretty big, but this one's going to be bigger and nicer. And there's going to be air conditioning in the new pavilion, which I'm excited about.
Yes, it's going to make a huge difference.
Pigs don't sweat,
but they overheat.
They overheat, so you have to keep them cool in some sort of way.
This building means so much to me personally and as swine barn director. I met my late husband showing pigs when we were very young in 4-H. Competed against each other for many years. While we were dating, we would bring animals to the Indiana State Fair and show in the old building. We raised our kids. I raised our kids, bringing them to the State Fair to carry on the legacy and the tradition that he and I started together. So, so it brings it. I'm very passionate about the Indiana State Fair and this building in particular. The fair is part of our family.
All 3 of my girls have shown swine at the Indiana State Fair and on the national circuit. This has been a home away from home for my family for most of my life.
Agriculture in Indiana is important for the sheer fact that this is the only economy in the world that touches every person on this planet because it centers on food. It's about a $58 billion economy. And so having a place, having a facility where we celebrate agriculture, not just a couple weeks in the summer, but year round, this facility at the Indiana State Fairgrounds holds tremendous opportunity for ushering in a next generation of innovation while paying deep respect to the traditions and the legacies that made this facility and this place possible.
This place is important to the economy, not only on its annual revenue, its annual economic impact, but it's important from the job creation perspective, the current jobs, the future jobs, the interim jobs, the construction jobs, and the entrepreneurial small business ecosystem that is really supported here. My dad worked here, and he had a job because of the Indiana State Fair Commission. So this place is great for the Indiana economy, it's great for jobs, and it's great for economic impact, and I can't be more proud of that as Indiana Secretary of Commerce.
Okay, let's start with the fact that this used to be the swine barn, and it was built in 1923, 100 years later, and we are dedicating this building for new memories and new traditions for families that are showing their livestock and also doing more within the space. A couple things that we did on this north facade is we did all new tuck pointing on the north end of the building. We restored the windows that for years had been covered up. We restored the barrel archways when you come into the building with all reclaimed wood from the original structure. That is one of the iconic, wonderful moments when you come into the building and you see this beautiful illuminated wood up on the ceiling. The most important thing to us when we started this journey of redesigning this building, we started with livestock. And how can we be a world-class livestock facility? A couple things came into play. The HVAC system, the air handling, the air exchange, the exhaust. Yes, important for Indiana that we have air conditioning at the same time. The animals stress with having some cool air and the air exchange coming in, vitally important when you're showing livestock in this building. The second thing that I think is state-of-the-art, nobody else has done this, is this biosecurity opportunity to separate the public from the exhibitor on the floor. In addition to that, we have over 13 overhead doors. Ease of loading and unloading for livestock. The quicker you can put them in, the quicker you release them, the better the experience for the animal and for the exhibitor.
Today is not just about unveiling a building. Today is about bringing people together to celebrate the future of what this building is going to be. Cheerleading competitions, boat shows, RV shows, basketball tournaments, indoor track and field. The list is really endless.
Track and field is the most participated sport in high school and middle school in the country, certainly in Indianapolis. When we had the opportunity to partner with the Indiana Farm Bureau Fall Creek Pavilion, it was a no-brainer for us. What makes this building unique and this opportunity really special is the leadership from the State Fairgrounds reached out to us and we were able to collaborate. So we designed it with the fan experience in mind, to be able to capture content for the television broadcast and to have the technical specifications necessary for the competitions to count on the international scale.
The lack of facilities was definitely a challenge that I had to overcome in the course of my career. The fact that this track is here for the youth of Indiana is going to be extremely impactful in their journey. And they might even see me here training as well. So what would it look like? Olympian with a future Olympian training next to each other. And that, to me, means the future is bright.
I've raised my kids in that old building. So now I have grandchildren that are going to be showing in this new building, so we'll continue the legacy in the new facility.
What we're really doing here is not just creating a great place for animal agriculture. What we're doing is working with 4-H, working with FFA, creating a place where young people can learn to be leaders. They can see what it means to put hard work in, to have perseverance, and to see that come together. This facility is a cornerstone that we see for the community, for the city, and for our state. This facility represents the future.